Okay, we do F80 for the UPS power supply 48 volts 50 amps charger. So on the left we have the all the alarms, and we have the display, and we have the voltage, voltage 1 and voltage 2. We have two output, 50 amps 50 amps. So on this left panel we have a transformer panel. So we have a C1 CB1 and the input and output. So we have the input terminal and output terminal going to the uh, rectifier panel A. Okay, now we on the CB1, so transformer will activate. One CB1 will go to the rectifier. Now is on already. So this rectifier AC to DC will on. Output of this one will go to this DC DC. Then this DC DC we divided by 2. Here is a 50 amps DC DC and a 50 amps DC DC converter number 2. So we have two output, one CB4 which is the output number 1, then 2 CB4 output number 2. So we have two output here terminal, which is the here output number 1, output number 2. So we have the input for the from the transformer. So we have the battery fuse for our battery. So okay, so first we start on the float. So now we are on float charging. Huh? Okay, we have the output panel before we start on the functional test. So this is the output panel. So we have output number 1 voltage voltage monitor for the low voltage, and voltage output number 2. And we have the earth float number 1 bus bar and earth float number 2 bus bar for the DC DC. Okay, so we have the input terminal for the bank 1, bus bar 1, bus bar 2. Then we have the output 1, output 2. This one customer side 1 and 2. Okay, so we start on the functional test. What? I off first, huh? Okay. Okay, we do the float charging now. So we simulate alarm, rectifier, breaker open. This one. So I off the breaker. So any of this breaker will simulate this alarm. Will show this alarm load breaker open. Output 96 volts bus bar earth fault, because we off the supply of the earth fault sensing. Then bus bar low voltage also. The voltage monitoring is off. Once we off this CB4. Okay. Okay, right? Okay, first we do the boost. No, I started already. No, we do the functional test. It's okay lah. Later I will off again. Okay, so we go for the boost. So go to setup, system setting, voltage setting. We off the AC. Okay, we go output. Password is 001. Okay, we switch to boost. Okay, now measure. Now it's on boost charging. What's the voltage? No, the voltage is 56. 56.4 or 6.39. Okay, 56.39. So boost. So we go to the float. Okay, now we go for the mains failure. Okay, mains failure. I on our simulate as DC power battery. Okay, just put the side on it. Yeah. Okay, we go for the AC failure. So now no alarm. Okay, we go for the AC failure off. So now is off. So as you can see, the output still on 48. So now mains failure alarm. Okay, battery operation, non-urgent alarm. Okay, output voltage still 47.4. So output also going to the battery is about 47.39. Okay, I will on. Oh. Okay, next is a surge protector alarm. Okay, I will simulate surge protector. Surge protector, we just remove any of this module. Ah, okay, okay, I remove now one of the module. You don't insert first. Alarm will show. Mains failure still there because haven't recovered a rectifier module. So now recovered already. Mains fail clear. Now AC surge protector alarm. Okay. So I will return back to normal. Okay. Okay, now clear. Alarm next is the rectifier fault. Rectifier fault later. So we go for the rectifier high DC. High DC. Okay, we off. Can you off the this one first? Okay, rectifier high DC is 58 volts. Okay, 58 volts. I just simulate the voltage to 58.1. Okay. Okay. 58.1 volts. So we'll see rectifier high DC alarm. So we will return back to 54 volts. Okay, next is the battery low. Battery low is 43.2. So as in the FET procedure, you can see there the procedure. So 43. Now alarm clear. So we go for 43 volts. As you can see, I set the voltage to 43 volts. So we'll wait until the battery low alarm. Okay. So we go put back to normal 54 volts. Okay, after 54 volts, we normalize this one. Then we go for the battery fuse open. Okay, now no alarm. We put back to 54 volts. Okay, we go for the battery fuse open. So battery fuse open, we just remove the fuse. Okay, once you open the fuse, alarm will show battery fuse open. Okay. Okay, we put back the fuse. Okay. Put back the fuse, so alarm should clear. Okay, after a while. Okay, after that we go for bus low voltage alarm. Hey. So bus voltage alarm. So the sensing for the low voltage is this one, GW. So we set the voltage to 93 volts, 91 volts. So we set these two system DC to 46 volts, below 46 volts. So we set this one to 46. Okay, 45.9. Enter. Okay, this one also, because it's parallel, so you need to do together. Password is 1. Operation voltage, then this one also put to 45.9. Okay, so now set to 45.9 together. So either these two or these two on top. So alarm. So alarm now is 96 volts low voltage alarm. So you can see here the output become 91.3. So when the 96 minus 5%, this is the one, 91 volts. So once the output sense that there's a 91 volts, alarm will show bus voltage low alarm. Okay, now we back to normal. Okay, this one operation voltage we put to 48.7. Okay, same with the other system. Okay, now put to 48.7. Okay. Okay, now put to 48.7, the two. So this module become output become 96.8. Now alarm clear already. Okay. Next is the earth fault. Earth fault you just simulate here. Was set to 10k. If you have a 10k ohm below 10 kilo ohm resistor, you just switch short to ground to the plus or minus. So for here we just show test button. The alarm show like this. So alarm will show on the display. Okay. Okay, this is bus earth fault. Okay, put back to normal. Okay, now we go for the last alarm, which is the DC-DC converter and rectifier fault. Okay, DC-DC converter is just okay for the module for the rectifier. We rectifier fault. We just remove one module and then we put the here. Okay, we okay, we insert module, then we put I put to block the fan here. Okay, so DC converter also we put together. Now it's no alarm, huh? No alarm, so we wait for the rectifier fault. This one rectifier fault, this one is for the rectifier. So we go for the DC converter. So any of the DC converter we just yeah, so DC converter we just simulate the voltage to any of the module. System setting voltage, just set the voltage to 50.4, higher voltage. If the DC voltage sense that there's a voltage go to 50.5, just show 50.5 volts. Okay, 50.5, then the system will alarm rectifier fault, DC converter fault. So now is red is blinking already on the rectifier. So we see the alarm now, rectifier fault, as you can see. So this is how you simulate the alarm on site, rectifier fault. So you just remove now. To clear the alarm, you just remove the blocking of the fan. So we'll go normal. Once the LED clear, so you can okay, rectifier fault will come out. Okay. Wait up, why? Okay, now alarm already for the DC converter. So we'll see the alarm here. We'll wait until okay. Now alarm come out already. DC converter fault. This is the last alarm that we for functional test. Okay. Okay, now I reset the value. Now, okay, now the system setting. I go to voltage setting, voltage normal operation. So I just put to 48.7. So we put to normalize. Okay, once it normals to 48.7, then the alarm will clear. Okay, take some time. Now it's 48.8 already. So now the alarm clear. So alarm also on the display clear. Okay. Breaker tip. Breaker tip. Finish already. Just functional test. Okay, for 100%, just to see this meter, current meter. So we go for we off this one. off already. Okay, we go for the load bank. We on the load bank. Okay, we on. So we put the full load, 25, 25. Okay, now it's on 50 amps already. As you can see, 50 amps. Output 1, output 2, 50 amps. Okay, 50. So now the current go up already. So we can, I'll show you the current now. Output 1. Okay, now 50 amps. Output number 2. Okay. Is also 50 amps. Okay, so we measure the ripple here at the DC side. Okay, voltage ripple at 100%. As you can see now, the voltage of the voltage now. Okay, this is the ripple of the battery. As you can see, I measure here battery side. So 0.015. Okay, voltage is 53.65. okay, so that's all. Output, you can see output voltage now. This one is output. So you can see the output now is 93.4. Okay, output number 1 is also 93.5. Okay, the input input voltage is 95.4. number 1 95.6. So that's all. So as you can see now, it's 200 amps already on the rectifier. Okay, 200 amps. So we have 50. So 100 50 also is 100 amps. So that's all for the functional test and full load test. So we end this functional test. So that's all. Thank you.